Wait, you're not going to make that new bot Craig join? Oh, sorry, I forgot that we are not recording. That was for the recording stuff. So, yeah, yeah. Also, yeah, cool. Cool. And now also, I guess since you have your phone, you can just recheck if my voice is audible or not. Because this one time we had a live, with this one time we had a live stream and my voice wasn't audible at all. Remember that? Rain says speak. That's cool. Yeah, live stream and the actual that that works too. Oh, it's Trinidad, you're there. Can't hear Radhana. He can't hear you, or he can't hear me. Or maybe both of us. I guess you can increase. I guess you can increase the volume if
Yeah,
possible. I don't know how that works.
yeah, I'm
It's up
about
to
to
you then.
just changing the volume to like the two ones that I use most often. All right, he should hear us now.
Okay, now he's saying that it's better, so I'm assuming that
Oh yeah,
it's
that's better. Okay, good.
audible.
Yeah, it was my mic. It was my mic.
So,
Yeah, the streaming
yeah,
software was a bit wonky.
okay.
All right, and live. All right, I made a tweet about it. All right, so Sam, why don't you start us off first? Because I
So,
know you
like,
both.
I should
I know you
introduce
both.
myself.
Yeah, you can introduce yourself. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, actually, I should do the introduction. I haven't done this introduction in a hot minute. Welcome to the Masters Day podcast, everybody. I'm here with my good co-host Sam here. Today we're going to be talking about MMPM, some topics that happen throughout the week or month or whatever you want to call it. And then yeah, that's what we'll do this week. So Sam, do you want to start us off with MMPM?
MMPM or it's MPM?
Mazase Pokemon Master, that thing.
So that's MPM, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So right off the bat, okay, let's get the positives out of the way first. It was a good idea to basically what MPM is. It's like an epilogue series, you know,
Yeah.
like when a series ends, you basically have one scene or one episode, or sometimes two episodes, or sometimes there's just like this post credit scene. It's basically something like that.
Yeah.
It's basically telling what the whole action series was about and what's up to come. That was basically this was the Pokemon anime. It was
Yeah.
quite expected that something like this would come up at some point when the anime was going to end. So I was expecting this.
Yeah.
So what did I think of it? The Let's get the positive points out of the way first. The fact that Ash was rotating among his Pokemon was the best part about this whole thing because that's basically what every single fan wanted.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of stupid that it took them this long at the end, the very end, but you will take what it is.
Mm.
Now, the second good thing is that Brock and Misty are back. Yay!
Mm.
Oh, and the best thing is that Chloe is finally gone.
Mm.
So, yeah, basically it's like, the OS days are back. So you would hear a lot of
Mm.
OS music.
Yeah.
I think the last episode in particular had a lot of music, like
Mm.
it was quite appealing, if I do say so myself.
Mm.
Brock and Misty's characterization were pretty great for the most part. Ash was too.
Mm.
I think Ash in this, I think Ash in this particular series is better than what he has been in most of the show, like for journeys at least.
Yeah.
Uh, Now, is there anything else positive to say about this? Oh yeah, the
Uh.
last episode. The last episode was pretty good.
All right. Now you're gonna get into your negatives.
Yeah. So right off the bat, actually, give me a second. I will check out the episode list and I
All right.
will criticize them point by point.
All right. I mean, while Sam's looking at that, I guess I'll give my positives on MPM. It looked nice. MPM looked nice. Like the animation was generally consistent throughout. Uh, I like the fact that Ash was rotating his Pokemon. I wish he caught some new ones, but not a big deal. Brock and Misty were traveling with him again. Kind of nostalgic. Uh, you know, it was a decent attempt. Like it was an epilogue series. I think everyone can kind of agree we kind of needed that. Like it was a good thing to make an epilogue. And then Pidgeot returning in the last episode, I was pretty hype. I don't know why we didn't get a Primeape episode, but yeah, that was pretty hype. Uh, I hate to make it, but that's probably it for me. I mean, Ash was in character, like Sam said, for most of his journeys run. So I can't say that he was ever out of character. And yeah, I think that's all my positives. So Sam, you pulled up the episode list yet?
I'm doing that. I'm at Bulbapedia. Give me a sec.
Oh, no problem. I mean, more positives. Let's see.
You see,
Huh?
you see the thing. You see the thing is, these MPM episodes basically they're not actually classified as MPM. They are more like the journeys extra episodes to the top. So that
That's how they're
yeah, so
classifying
that's
them.
yeah, so that's why it's hard to find them on Bulbapedia. Usually it would be a piece of cake, but today it isn't.
Hmm.
But I'm seeing what I can do. Just give me a sec. It was an 11 episode series, so I suppose it should be 156 again.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah. So, like I said, they're basically the extra episode of the series. Should we talk about that extra special first? That was, I think, the Distant Blue Sky.
Yeah, we could talk about this in Blue Sky. Yeah, our thoughts on it are probably pretty brief. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So I think that was pretty cool. Like, I think the animation, the way Ash looked and how it was presented was pretty fun.
Yeah.
The one thing which few fans pointed out was that how
Mm.
the way Ash and the Pokemon looked and the way background was there, it just kind of clashed. Like one place you have much more high defined thing, in
Mm.
the one other place you have a bit more smudgy looking. I mean that's not bad, but it's like it clashes a bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that was one complaint.
Mm.
Other than that, I think it was pretty cool. Like it was nice. The episode itself was cool. You have Ash trying to catch a Gyarados and then failing. Then you have this whole plot line with the ghost
Mm.
and how Ash is basically able to talk to the ghost to making his spirit rest in peace.
Mm.
I heard somewhere that it's basically this episode was meant to be a respect to the
AU.
people who have passed away recently. So I
Yeah.
think that was pretty cool from the anime's part.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was a pretty good episode, and the
Yeah.
soundtrack was pretty good too.
Yeah. Yeah, same thoughts as Sam. I thought it was fine. I thought it was a decent little OVA kind of episode. It had a really nice ending and story. Everybody thought that I think his name was Haruto, was Ash's dad for like a hot minute.
Yeah, all of us thought that.
All of us thought Ash traveled back in time with his dad, which I understand why. This kid's time traveled more times than I can count. So like, yeah, I understand why, and they actually did do something with Ash's dad, with Ash barely missing him. Zero, we
I
gotta
guess,
talk about MPM no matter how mid it is. We gotta mention it.
yeah, yeah, I guess they were more like they couldn't figure out how they would make him look
Yeah.
because because the early series was denoted that he was kind of
Yeah.
weak as a trainer.
Yeah.
So should we make him look
Mm,
pathetic? Should we make him look cool?
yeah. I
So
mean,
that was a
uh,
odd thing that came up.
Ash's hair already kind of looks like Goku, so just take Goku, add the lines Ash has on his face, and then give Goku a hat. That's Ash's dad.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So now for the negatives of the series.
All
Okay,
right,
first off,
all right.
right off the bat, Team Rocket are back to the being the annoying thing. They're not as annoying as they were in Journeys, obviously, but like they are kind of. Every episode they come, they just do something, they blast
Yeah,
off. It gets annoying.
yeah,
The last two episodes, they were like cool. There was this one Team Rocket episode which was
yeah,
heavily considered by everyone to be one of the best ones. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
everyone thought that Team Rocket would end there in the last episode, but it didn't. That was funny.
Mm,
Uh, One issue which I think everyone would have was that the Latias thing.
mm.
It Everyone thought that by the end of the show, Ash was
Ash would
going to
catch it.
catch it,
Yeah,
but nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. That was the most frustrating things because you would think that okay, something is building up, and it's just a
yeah,
one-off episode. I mean, Ash is
yeah,
literally. I mean, earlier I got that why you wouldn't give Ash legendary because it's overpowered for the series.
yeah,
But now he's the world champion. The series is literally ending. You could have done that.
yeah. No, no,
So
no.
that
Yeah,
was the first criticism.
mm,
The second criticism is that a few episodes, like Misty episode, was pretty good. I will admit. Uh, After that, there was this weird Hatterene episode.
mm.
Like Hatterene is a Galar Pokemon that should have happened during Journeys.
Yeah,
Brock at least appeared once. Like you could have brought with Talon a bit earlier. It just felt like you're wasting a sort of episode. Like it's very filler-like, you know. And then after that,
mm.
there was this Beer Trick episode, which I guess it was okay, but again, it's another episode which could have happened during Journeys. So this is basically the problem. Most of these episodes which are taking place over here
Yeah, yeah.
would have
So,
happened during Journeys. They are basically fillers at this point.
mm,
They don't actually have anything to do with what the Pokemon Master means.
mm,
Especially the Bayonet episode because Ash literally used Gengar and Dragonite there. But
yeah.
at this point, Gengar's whole story has already ended, so why even do that?
No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and yeah, I think the basic issue of MPM as a whole is that it baited everyone into thinking something which it barely touched upon.
Mm,
The first trailer of the show, you would see that Ash is talking about the you have that line from Gary about how he talks if you are a Pokemon master yet. So
yeah,
we thought that this was a story where Ash would slowly learn that what a Pokemon master is
yeah,
truly about. You would expect that he would meet people like I don't know Alder,
yeah,
like because if you remember this was this one BW filler episode.
yeah, yeah.
Actually, it wasn't filler because the Alder debuted in that, but and that basically said what would you do after you are
Become a
the
Pokemon master.
strongest.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So that basically aligns perfectly with what he was
yeah,
hoping to achieve.
yeah,
But yeah, nothing like that happened. Half the episodes were filler. They were good,
yeah.
but yeah, it was kind of underwhelming
I mean, okay.
as a whole.
I guess I can go into my negatives.
Yeah.
MMPM was the most mid shit to ever be mid. I'm sorry. That oh my god, it was so flipping mid. Like, the hype going
I
into the series, huh?
I thought that was Reigns.
I mean, yeah, it is Vrains. It is Vrains too. They're on the same level of mid. Actually, no, Vrains is a bit better than MMPM. Vrains has a good OP, but like the problem with MMPM is like MMPM feels like it's too afraid to close any loose ends. Like, it's leaving everything too open ended, so nothing gets closed. Hey guys, we have this Latias. Yeah, Ash is totally gonna catch this Latias. You know, the Pokemon he's always wanted. You know, the Pokemon everybody thinks he's gonna catch. Yeah, he's totally gonna catch it. Doesn't catch it. Like, at that point, why don't you just make another movie with a random legendary that Ash gets along with that he should catch, but he doesn't catch because it's a legendary? Because that's what MMPM feels like. It feels like a really good Pokemon movie. Like, that's what it feels like. And then, like, I like that Ash rotated his team. It's just that, like, they didn't really, like, in the first episode, they kind of did something. And then later on, it was just like, they're here. We got like random episodes that felt like very fillerish, and everyone's gonna say, "Oh, but it really wasn't filler. It was like developing the." No, 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 no. It was filler. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. It was filler. Like the whole episode about Pikachu getting lost. We're getting an episode about Pikachu getting lost, and a 13 episode epilogue series. Why do we need an epilogue about Pikachu getting flippin' lost? So, like, yeah, that's the problem with MMPM. MMPM just has this thing called mid syndrome, where it's like, it's just eternally mid. It's not bad, it's not good. It's aimed to be mid. That's what everybody calls it. So, honestly, I consider the end of Journeys to be after Ash defeated Leon. That's the best way for the series to end. And then you just play the last episode of MMPM, act like Ash came back from beating Leon. It works fine. Ignore those the 14 episodes. But is that all the thoughts we have on MPM, Sam? Do you have anything else you want to say?
Uh, I don't think there is anything to talk about. Yeah,
Alright.
Picard returning was cool, obviously. And the Squirtle episode was nice, I guess.
I mean, yeah,
The Team Rocket episode was cool, but
it
yeah,
was
that's
fine.
more or less it.
Yeah, alright. So, same thoughts. So, we're not
Like the
even.
episode that,
No, finish. No, finish.
like the, I'm just saying that the episodes were good, but it's more like, why? That's the question. Like it,
Yeah,
in a
that's.
normal series, you would expect that okay, we have about 100 episodes. It would make sense for one or two to be filler
Yeah,
or things like that.
yeah,
But in this series, the final one,
yeah,
you would just expect, why?
yeah,
That's basically the thing.
yeah. Same with me.
And now
It's
we are
like,
not,
why?
and now we are not going to get Ash until we get a new movie. So that's another thing which few fans would feel
Ye-
annoyed about.
Yeah, I can see why someone would get annoyed by that. But guys in the chat, we're not talking about Horizons on this one. We're probably gonna save that for next week or the next podcast, because Horizons is like, since it has actual episodes out and we're not talking about pre-Horizon stuff, and since it's already out now, we're just gonna like do a whole separate podcast probably next week, hopefully, for Horizons. So like,
Yeah.
and hopefully, individuals come to the podcast. He knows who I'm talking to. He knows who I'm talking to. Don't worry. He knows who I'm talking to. But yeah, we can get into the topics for this week. So Zero posted a butt ton of topics for this week. Like, he posted like
Topics.
a butt ton of topics. So we're not talking about Horizons. So the new Ant-Man movie, and we can basically mention this too, the Guardians movie. I'm not watching either of them, but Sam, what are your thoughts?
I'm not watching the Ant-Man movie myself.
Mm.
Guardians, I've heard good positive reviews. Like
Yeah, I've heard
you know,
good things
whenever
as
a
well.
basically whenever a new MCU movie comes, the general uh, the general thought of everyone is that MCU got ruined after Endgame, and after that the only good movie is No Way Home.
Mm.
That's the general thought of almost most of the MCU fans these days. But for this Ant-Man movie, I've seen a few of my moods talk about this. One person even ranked it 10 out of 10.
Mm.
So I'm expecting that this, yeah. So, and that mood is a bit more, is a bit more towards the criticizing end. So I'm expecting that yeah, this movie must be pretty good. So I'm going to watch it tomorrow,
Mm.
and I'm going to see if this movie has anything,
No,
that
that's
if it's actually good or if it's, like
all
yeah, I'm
right.
just going to check tomorrow.
All right. So
Hopefully it lives up to the expectation.
well, I hope it does too. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yo, Samurai, why is Sigma music playing in your side? Because my sister, they're playing shorts in the background. They're playing YouTube shorts. Uh, Sam, if you could look at the next topic, I have to do something.
Okay, let me check. The new Mario movie. Yeah. So basically, I'm not that big of a Mario fan. If any of you guys even know me, I don't think I have played a game. Have I played a game? No, I haven't. So basically, I am not that big of Mario fan to actually judge on what the movie would be like. But what I've seen, it's fun. Like I think from what I've heard, it has got a lot of money. I think about 1 billion. I'm not exactly sure. So considering how popular it was and how much money it earned, it's got to be pretty good. From what I've heard, that when the
What am I?
movie initially came, when the movie initially came, everyone was surprised at the casting of Chris Pratt as Mario.
Oh yeah, the Mario
That
movie.
was yeah, so that was still hilarious. But I think from what I've heard and the few scenes I saw,
Mm,
that he did hit the role pretty good. Jack Black as Bowser or Browser. What's his name again?
Bowser.
Yeah, Bowser. That was pretty fun. I think I've heard that one song which he played. I think it was Peaches or something
Peaches.
like that.
Yeah, Peaches. Yeah.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious. But yeah, I haven't seen the movie yet. Do I plan to is a whole different story. But I think one of these days I'm just casually going to get a watch of it. It's not like doesn't affect me directly, but good for Mario fans. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Like I haven't seen the movie myself. If I go see it, if I go see it, it's probably gonna be next week. But I don't plan to see the movie currently. Maybe I'll just wait for it to come on streaming. That's what I did with Wakanda Forever. I didn't really have a choice with Wakanda Forever, but maybe I'll just wait for it to come on streaming. Like I'm a Mario fan, but I'm not like as big as a Mario fan as I'm like a Sonic fan, so I don't need to see it in theaters. This is the
That makes sense.
all right. Sam, can you mention the next topic, but skip over the Horizon thing? So like the DLC.
Horizons hasn't. Horizons hasn't. Can we talk about the new episode topic, or should we skip that? So I'm expecting that we can skip that. So basically, the new thing is that DLC. Oh yeah. So for any Pokemon games fans out there, Scarlet and Violet are announcing a new DLC. I mean, they have already announced. We don't have much information about them yet, but from what we already know, they are going to focus on the Terrapagus, which is the new Pokemon. It's basically a turtle which has all the 18 different types imprinted on its back. So it's basically the Pokemon which caused the terrestrialization phenomenon in the first place. So I think that was the focus of the second DLC. The first DLC is a bit more complicated. I don't exactly remember what it was. I think it was called Teal Mask. Yeah, it was called exactly that. There were a few funny looking Pokemon, but other than that, I don't really have, any actual interest in it. You see, the thing is that I have stopped playing the Pokemon games. I mean, the new ones. The last game I played was Sword, and I had a few experiences with the Legends Arceus because I played it on a colleague's device. So I think that was the last experience I had with the games. And from what I've heard, that Scarlet Violet has a lot, and I mean a lot of issues, glitches. So I'm expecting that the DLC will also come with a patch to fix most of them. And yeah, I'm hoping the DLC would be good. But oh yeah, also that Terrapagus and whatever Pokemon has a form or something like that, which actually depicted in the anime. We basically don't talk about the Horizons this week, but I just thought it's something I would mention. You know, my voice is buffering. I actually can't do much with that. I don't think. Hey, Samra, are you back yet? Samra? Anyways, it seems that he's busy. So, yeah, my main hope with the DLC is basically just like, as you Pokemon has already done the DLC idea before with the Sword and Shield. I don't hear many people talking about the Isle of Armor, but Crown Tundra was very cool. So I'm expecting a similar situation to happen over here. That the first DLC will mostly be looked upon like, it's okay, but the second one is going to be very good. So yeah, we still have a while before it comes out. Let's hope for the best. Um, so until he returns, we have a new movie coming out for Spider-Man. It's called Into the Multiverse. I think that's the wrong title, Zero. It's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So obviously it's, a second part of the movie which we already had. The first one was called Into the Mul- I don't exactly remember the title. Basically, it's the Miles Morales movie again. In the first movie, we basically had his origin story, so that was pretty cool. In this movie, we have a whole different setting where it seems that Miles is going to go through a different challenge, and we're going to have, I think, almost every single Spider-Man which currently exists in all the different timelines in this movie. So obviously, not all of them are going to play any role. Heck, we are lucky if we even get a cameo of few of our favorite ones. But yeah, it's a cool thing. Uh, the first Spider-Verse movie was amazing, so I have high hope for this. But at the same time, I'm a bit worried that it might drag a bit to a point, might drag long. But because you see, the thing which made the first Spider-Verse movie work is that you have limited bunch of characters, so it's easy to characterize them. That okay, this person does this, that person does that. But in this movie, we have many, and I mean many of them. It's going to be impossible to give any characterization to most of them. So it's going to be challenge that the ones which we are going to focus would be good. So yeah, I think that more or less sums it up. Let me check. Yeah, Zero, why did you mix it up? Wait, uh Demon Slayer season. You see, the thing is that I don't really know anything about Demon Slayer. I just know that protagonist Tanjiro is pretty mid, and yeah, there was. I don't really have any more idea. I'll just wait for Samurai to come back for him to give his thoughts. Shazam, Fury of Gods. I again have no idea what to talk. Uh, Shota Show. I again don't know what this is about. Puss in Boots new movie. Okay, so this is a new movie about the cat with the cap and boots. Basically, they even made a reference to this in AG, which was, I think, its trainer's name was Tyson. Yeah, so he had a Meowth who was basically based on this Puss in Boots or something like that. So, from what I've heard, this movie is pretty good. I obviously haven't seen it. I'll be honest, I'm not that big of a movie watcher, so most of the movies on this thing aren't, I don't really have much idea of them. Um, what? But from what I've heard from others is that this movie is very good, and almost all of my moods have recommended it. So if you want to watch it, just watch it. What else I can say? And it's certainly taking Samurai and turn to return on. And I think I have went through all the topics, and Samurai still hasn't returned. Wow. So hey Sarah, do you have any more topics or um? uh, I don't really know what to say. Anyways, so okay, one thing which I can just say that about Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess,
Louder.
is that
She's shaving.
we have gotten the second season of the newest Yu-Gi-Oh show called Yu-Gi-Oh Go Rush.
Hmm. Oh, we're talking about Gorosh. I'm back, by the way, guys.
Took you long enough. I was talking about all the topics and I'm done.
Gee.
So I was.
Yo, I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
No, I had to.
Anyways,
My sister was calling me for something.
got it. It's fine.
So,
Basically, I've went through all the topics. Now it's your turn.
all right, okay. So, time to do a lightning round. Okay. So the Scarlet and Violet DLC looks pretty cool. Looks pretty
Yeah.
interesting. Can't say much about it since has a lot hasn't been revealed. Can't wait to see how they incorporate it into Horizons. Spider-Man, Spider-Verse. Enter the Spider-Verse. I think that's what it's called. It looks pretty good. Can't wait for that movie. Definitely gonna see it. Definitely gonna see it. Very excited.
Uh,
New new Demon Slayer season. Probably will watch it when the season is done and completely dubbed. The season 2 is actually pretty good with the animation, so I can't wait to see what they do here. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, we already kind of talked about this with Ant-Man. Received well. Can't wait to see when it comes to Disney Plus eventually. Shazam. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care for the Shazam movie franchise. The first movie was actually pretty decent, but I don't even know if this is gonna connect into the new DC universe, so we'll have to wait and see. The Ahsoka show, I only watched Star Wars Clone Wars, so actually this is kind of relevant to me. I liked Ahsoka, but I'm not a big Star Wars fan. Like, I'm not super deep into it, but it looks exciting. The Rebels from Star Wars Rebels, I'm assuming that's what he's talking about. I'm excited. You know, I kind of watched a bit of Star Wars Rebels, so kind of excited. Puss in Boots, the new movie. I actually did see that movie. It was pretty good. Kind of overhyped by a bunch of people, but you know, it was pretty good. Tales of the Jedi. Haven't watched that. Cars on the Road as well. I don't know what that is.
Actually, I think that's there is this movie called Cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this is a mini series based on that.
Oh,
You
okay. Then
know.
I have no idea about it. That this is the first I'm hearing about.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I haven't seen it either.
Okay, so and then also he wanted us to look at this meme. It's a Fire Emblem meme about the quadratic formula. I don't like math, so this is not funny. But speaking about Fire Emblem Engage just released. Well, it released like 3 months ago, but it just released, and it seems to be well received. Apparently, Apparently, it has like a more generic story this time, but its gameplay is really good. So it's like, I don't want to say it's the Let's Go of like Fire Emblem because it's an actual
Ah,
good game, but it's like, you know what I mean. It's an easier game for newer players that has really good like gameplay features.
cool, got it.
Yeah. So if anything, it's like a better XY.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And then what else released this week? No, Sonic Frontiers came out last year, so I can't talk about Sonic and Fire Emblem. It's my joke. But yeah, we were talking about. We can kind of talk about the new Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi Budokai 4 that's
Oh
going to release
yeah.
eventually.
I almost forgot.
It's gonna release eventually. Personally, me, I played the game a lot on the emulators, sometimes on a system. It was really fun. Had like tons of fun there. The massive playable characters. Like, they have like so many playable characters. Like, for some reason you could play as Garlic Jr. Why would you want to play as Garlic Jr.? I don't know. You can though. You can play as Garlic Jr. versus Broly, and it's like, for some reason. And everyone's like, oh, but you guys complain about Gokus and fighters. You see, here's the thing. In this new game, I want to see at least 15 different Gokus. At least. I need Goku.
I mean, it's possible if you like incorporate the GT world.
Yeah. Like, I need Kid Goku. I need Goku Early Z. I need Goku Mid Z. I need Goku End of Z. I need Goku from Dragon Ball Heroes. I need Goku from GT. I need Goku from Super. I need Goku from the manga where he has the Hakai for some reason.
That still makes no sense.
Look, the manga's weird.
Yeah, but
I
hey,
need,
the recent Yeah, but hey, the most recent power which Ultra Instinct got, the moment it goes to become such a huge kaiju, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that I don't think if they would incorporate it, but if they did, that would be pretty awesome.
I mean, yeah, it would definitely be pretty cool. I hope, like, I don't honestly think we're gonna get as much playable characters as we did. Maybe, like, at most, we're gonna get the same amount we got in 3. At least, I'm expecting 50 playable characters. But what they could do is instead of making a Goku GT, uh, make a Goku for Goku, from Dragon Ball's universe, call it Xeno Goku, and have him have Super Saiyan 4, because that would be a great way to rep Super Saiyan
Yeah,
4. Yeah,
Xenogoku. He has
yes.
got a very cool outfit.
Yeah, yes, yeah. I was about to say that outfit look clean. I was about to say that outfit look great.
Mm.
Also, I think me and Sam's first starter Pokemon are our mascots. Your first starter Pokemon was Charmander, apparently.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
and
was with Charmander. Yeah,
yeah, mine was Oshawott. So that's that. What's the channel mascots? The pre-evolved form. That's our first starter Pokemon. But
yeah,
yeah,
that was pretty cool.
but yeah, Dragon Ball Tenkaichi
I
Budokai
think
4.
that
Looking very forward to it.
yeah, I guess they can just introduce DLCs if they really want to introduce more characters. I don't know how it works.
A
Might have
lot of
support.
people, what I would do for DLC is a lot of people saying, "Oh, GT is gonna be DLC." I don't know if about that. I think what they should do is they should make the manga characters DLC. So characters like Moro and Granola should be DLC.
Yeah, I want tomorrow. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
a
that
lot of
would be the
people
best
want
thing in the
Moro.
world.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, if we were able to have Broly from Z versus Moro, I'm instantly buying the game day one. Like Moro from
I mean, that's basically
Super
it.
versus Beerus. Janemba versus Beerus. Oh man, I'm already thinking of the amazing matchups you could have. Actually, Janemba versus
That's
Beerus
the
would go
coolest
hard
thing
in
about
general.
it. I guess Gohan Beast versus Black Frieza would be pretty cool.
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely. I would definitely
So,
like to see. I would definitely like to see Omega Shenron versus Jiren. That would be interesting.
my gosh, not versus Jin. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's actually something I want to say.
yeah. And then maybe Nova Shenron versus like Hit. Also, can we please get some Hit content, please? Like he's so cool.
I
Why
want
did
a. I actually want. Hey, what do you think about the hit movie?
a Hit movie would go hard? I'm not even gonna lie. A movie about Universe 6 would go hard. Give him like
Yeah, I
Ultra
guess.
Ego or something. I don't know, but like a Hit movie would go hard.
Yeah, maybe they can be, some extra content. Like, has Dragon Ball done any extra content? Like, it's mostly focused on what we have. I mean, except Heroes, which is it's
I
all
mean,
different thing. It's not canon,
yeah,
but
they've only really done like Heroes, and I think Heroes is fine. Like I recently watched this recap video of Heroes. Heroes is fine. It's just that like if you look at Heroes without any of the context, it looks really confusing. Like when you hear the names of like Gogeta Blue, Limit Breaker, Ultra, I was like, oh yeah, this looks hella confusing. But like I watched this
yeah.
recap video. Heroes is very simple. So Zero's asking, are we gonna make a tier list of the Marvel movies?
What he's saying? Let me see.
He said that we're gonna make a tier list about the Marvel movies. Probably, maybe on like a podcast where there's no new episode to talk about, so we can do.
Marvel said podcast.
Yeah, Marvel's 8 podcast first episode coming when we get our first episode break for Horizons or HZ.
Yeah.
But like but yeah. Dragon Ball Tenkaichi Budokai 4 looks very interesting. I'm glad we got something unlike Naruto, where they just got Ninja Storm connections, which they're essentially buying a collection and paying for 2 extra characters.
Oh.
So it's like, like, ooh,
Naruto fans can catch a break, huh?
they can't. But a lot of people have been saying for the new Dragon Ball Z game. Hopefully, I hope it takes some notes from like both the Raging Blast series, because the Raging Blast series had some cool additions to it. It's the reason why we have those Super Saiyan 3 renders of Vegeta. So I hope they bring stuff like that into this game. It would be really cool.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard that I'm not into the gaming side of the Dragon Ball that much, but from what I've heard, Raging Blast 2 and Tenkaichi Budokai 3 were the most anticipated games to have a next version.
Yeah, Raging
So
Blast 3.
it's a
I
good
would also go hype for. I would also go hype for Raging Blast 3.
goal. I think that this Tenkaichi Budokai 4 would be the first Dragon Ball game I will play. I think
Oh,
that's Yeah, I think that's
Oh
the
well,
first one.
it'll be a great first one because, like, hopefully they don't screw this one up. Because nothing against the Xenoverse, it's just that Xenoverse got boring because they just like it was just Xenoverse 2. Like we're in a whole new generation and we still have Xenoverse 2. Just give us Xenoverse 3 already. Xenoverse isn't even
Yeah,
a bad game. Like it's a Dragon Ball game where you get to create your own character, interact with the Dragon Ball story. That sounds great, except when you're doing it for like 8 years.
yeah,
Xenoverse
you're right.
The Universe is a fine game. I had fun with it myself. But like it needed 3 because like
Mm.
Xenoverse 2 has been out for like a while.
Yeah, I get your point. So I guess that's all from your side.
Uh, I mean, do you want to have a Yu-Gi-Oh discussion?
Sure, I want to.
Oh yeah, sure, okay, yeah. So the new Yu-Gi-Oh stuff that's coming out, apparently, I think it's called Cyberstorm something. Cyberstorm
Cyberstorm
Access.
Access.
Yeah,
Cyberstorm
yeah, yeah.
Access.
Cyberstorm Access. So it's gonna be a new set. I think it's mainly focusing on Link monsters. So gross, but it's mainly focusing on
Hey,
Link
Link monsters are
monsters.
great. Yeah.
No, Link
Basically, it's got
monsters.
a lot of.
You ruined Link monsters for me, bro. What the? I hate Link monsters now. Except Cyber Dragon Seeker, he can stay. But all the other
But
ones
okay,
can go.
but wait for context. What exactly happened was that me and Samurai were dueling, and I came against him with an 11,000 attack stick, and he got.
Yes, I got
That's why
one
he's
shot.
not.
Cause they're annoying.
Yeah, basically that. So basically what this set is about is, like you said, the link monsters, particularly the cyber ones.
Mm,
It's actually a pretty good set because you have a good set of protection for your firewall dragon,
mm,
whatever. So basically, if you want, if you are playing a link deck or whatever, it's a pretty good set to have.
mm.
And I think, yeah, that's pretty good. I think most of the new cards
Yeah,
which are in this are some of my favorites. So
yeah.
I I don't actually play the game IRL, so but I'm
yeah,
thinking of buying a few cards at some point.
yeah. But like, I don't actually hate Link monsters. I think they're fine. I think they're a bit confusing to somebody who's new, but like everything is. So like, Link monsters are fine. Vrains is mid, but Link monsters are fine. We got Cyber Dragon Seeger. That's the only one I care about. But like, Link monsters are fine. Like,
I mean, my favorite one is the Extra Hero Wonder Driver.
yeah. So like, yeah,
That
we're
like
both very biased when it comes to Link. So okay.
I mean, Firewall, Dark Fluid, Neo, Tempest, Terahertz is pretty cool.
All the Firewall Dragon cards kind of stink because Firewall Dragon got banned. And everyone's gonna be like, oh, but doesn't that mean Firewall Dragon's really good? No, because like when I play I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh competitively, right? I play Yu-Gi-Oh very much for fun. Like I play the anime deck, so I'm a rogue player technically.
SM,
So like
SM.
I want to use the cards that my favorite characters be using. So if I can't use base Firewall Dragon, why am I even playing the whole archetype in the first place? That's like playing
I'm
Red Eyes,
technically it's
Red Eyes
got
Black Dragon.
Yeah, I'm technically it's got banned a while ago with an errata, but it's a lot less useful now.
Yeah.
Because now you see the best thing about the ace monsters basically that can basically just stick them to any deck and
Mm.
they would work.
Yeah.
You can you basically can add a dark magician to any deck.
Yeah.
I've seen people for dragoon.
Yeah.
I've seen people run rainbow neos in non-hero decks.
Yeah. I've seen people
Uh,
run. I seen people
Stardust.
run. Yeah. Seen Stardust Assault mode in non Stardust decks. I seen people run. I seen people run like two.
Utopia.
I seen people run Utopia and Gaga Magician like in competitive decks. I seen people use Odd Eyes for like pendulum scaling all the time. So like Firewall, he's kind of just weird like that.
Yeah, but he's at first he was very good, but now after the errata he's just for
I mean, I think they should have just
cyberstar.
like I think his skill because you can't fix him anymore because his main skill was already too broken. So like, there's nothing you can do with him. So like, I don't hate Firewall Dragon. I think he has a really cool design. Design wise, he looks really cool. But like, skill wise, memory wise, like he ain't it, Chief. Now Utopia, that guy is him. Neos, that guy is him. Stardust Dragon,
Cool.
Stardust Dragon always gets stolen, so I can never like. Like Stardust Dragon. What do you mean Stardust Dragon? It's always getting stolen.
One of my mood is watching 5Ds right now.
Yeah.
and he has account. I just realized that Star got stolen like I don't know 6 different times, and there was this
Yeah.
and there was this also one kid who wanted to steal it, but that never actually happened.
Yeah, it
So
was a
total of
drop
seven.
plot. That was a drop plot
Yeah,
line because I think even they realized, hey, Stardust is getting stolen a lot. Why don't we stop?
yeah.
Like Stardust's whole
Uh,
thing is getting stolen. Even in the flipping movie, Paradox steals. uh,
yeah, I think that was the most iconic one after Jack stealing it.
Like I think after that point, if I was Jack, I would have just stolen it because, like you say, you can't keep this card safe. I can't. Like when I had this card, it wasn't stolen for like years. Every time you get this card, you lose it like every 5 seconds. I'm gonna take this card. You can use it every time you do, but I'm gonna hold it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take.
yeah.
But like, yeah, that's Stardust Dragon. And Dark Magician. I don't hate Dark Magician. He's just like, you know, when there's something that's really popular, so you can't hate. It's like Lucario. I can't hate it because I understand why people like it. It's just this like, you're everywhere. And why did
I
you?
mean, technically, the Mahat. I mean, the Mahat connection is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like the Mahad card. Like, you know, I actually use because I played a Dark Magician deck when I first like started playing Dueling Nexus, and every time I flipped
Yeah,
over Mahad, I was like, time to make a combo. I was like, time to make a
yeah.
combo. But like, but yeah, that's something pretty cool. Like my favorite Yugi is he's probably Blackluster Soldier because he just looks like Blackluster Soldier just looks cool. Like he
Yeah, Envoy of the it has a version called Envoy of the Beginning. It isn't a ritual monster,
Yeah, it's not a ritual
but
monster;
it
it's a normal monster. I wish Yugi
yeah,
used
but
it
it's
during
pretty
Yu-Gi-Oh!
cool.
So I wish Yugi used it during Dark Side of Dimensions.
Yeah,
Hold up,
that or a new Blackluster Soldier in Tally. So
hold,
that's a pretty cool card.
hold up.
There's
I'm
also
getting a
Link
phone call.
version.
Hold
Which
up, I'm getting a phone
oh
call. No problem.
oh,
Hello,
there's also a Link version of it, which you can just stick on
hello,
to any deck. But yeah.
hello.
By the way, if you guys don't play Yu-Gi-Oh, I would suggest you to watch it. The first series is pretty. Wait, is anybody even there in the chat?
4 to 9 for Sunday.
Um,
Uh,
Actually, let's just wait for Samurai to return. This discussion isn't as fun without him.
hold on. Can you just hold for a minute? Yo, Aisha. Are you guys doing anything tomorrow from 4 to 9? Are you guys doing anything from 4 to 9 tomorrow?
4 to 9?
Yeah.
Maybe go show why.
Because they want me to pick up a shift at work.
Yeah, you can go.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I have no problem picking up that shift. Yeah, 4 to 9, right? Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, no problem. Alright. Alright, I'm back. Work was calling me, so I gotta pick up a shift tomorrow. But that is besides the point. Alright, so Sam is on mute, so
Hey, I'm back.
oh, okay, yeah, so sorry, yeah, work called me. I have to pick up a shift tomorrow, but that's besides the point.
I'll go.
No, not now.
Yeah, so basically,
Yeah, tomorrow.
okay. So basically, what I was talking when during the previous break you had
Yeah.
is about the new series. Like the most recent one is called the Go Rush.
Mhm.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush.
Yeah.
So it's recently got its second season.
Yeah.
And basically the plot is that that card innkeeper has returned. So the stuff which happened in Arc V and in
No,
early.
not carding. No. That's the reason why half the Arc 5 characters weren't in Arc 5.
But yeah, that's back, and it's already gotten two of the most important characters.
Oh, great.
One of them is Yuga. Basically,
Oh
basically
yeah,
what the
the main
Yugi.
the main
Yeah,
protagonist of the sevens. Yeah. I'm aware of what's
yeah. So
happening
what?
right now because like all my moods be tweeting about it. I'm gonna watch Rush like eventually. It's just I'm waiting for everything to be dubbed. I'm probably just gonna cave in and watch it one day, like binge it all in one day.
Yeah,
But like
yeah. It has pretty cool moments. Yeah,
yeah,
cool.
like it's
So basically, two of the main important characters. One was Yuga, and the other was I think his name was Yuhi. I don't
Yumari
even
or something.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you are going to love this. Yuhi in the most recent dude actually used Power Bond.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he doesn't play Cyber Dragon, so
Yeah.
I kind of don't care
It,
because Cyrus also used Power Bond, and I didn't care for Cyrus. So
technically, end of series Cyrus did use Cyber Dragons,
that
but as of
doesn't count. I don't care. That doesn't count. That was an
hey,
illusion.
by the way, I have a deck recently made, where I have fused heroes and Cyber Dragons together.
Oh yeah, so we're
So
finally gonna
like
get that
half,
Cyber Neos.
not yet, but maybe one day.
I
I
mean,
mean, technically, there's a new card called a Clockwork Knight or something, so you
mm,
can just turn all of your monsters to machines
oh
and
okay,
give them extra 500 attack. So
okay.
technically, every yeah. So
I
if you're just so that makes Cyber Dragons a bit more versatile, which
yeah, I was
decks
gonna
they
say.
can work with.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm about to add that to my deck because I say put that there. You can get
I would say
Chimera
two copies.
Fortress. Chimera Fortress finna go
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, that's very cool. So basically, as of right now, I have pretty much made a deck for every series. Oh yeah, about Yu-Gi-Oh! I have recently caught up with several of them.
Mm,
I had read the Arc V manga,
mm.
which was the biggest mistake of my life.
Why? Why did you do that? We all said not to do it.
Again, no, I'm kidding. The manga itself was actually pretty cool, except the last chapter. So
It's like,
you
yeah,
can, if you
we
just skip the last
each
chapter,
chapter.
it's
It's
pretty
like
cool.
yeah. From what I've heard, the Arc 5 manga is fine. I like you. I like not Yuya's Ace Monster there. I forgot what it was called. It was like It was like Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon, I think.
It was on type, yeah, Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like his Ace Monster. I like Odd Eyes Dragon more. Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon more. But like, it looks cool for a manga Ace. I think it's the last time we get like a different manga Ace because like I know Judai and Yuya had two were the only ones who had different manga aces
Wait,
from their anime aces. And
let me think. Let me think. Okay, so first was Dual Monster
yeah,
Dark
yeah,
Magician, same,
yeah.
and GX he had a Terra Firma and News,
Terra Firma isn't
and
bad. He just doesn't have support.
technically a new card has released. It's called the Power of the Elements.
Oh, he gets
Protection of the element. Protection.
oh.
It's protection of the elements.
Hmm.
It's basically Terra Firma support.
Hmm.
Terra Firma and hero support, but
I'm
that's
a
the thing. So I'm expecting
I'm
that we are going to get a Terra Firma retrain some point.
oh, okay. He could also use like a new form. I'm gonna play Terra Firma just to make Neos players mad. I play Terra Firma on purpose.
I mean, technically, if you really want, you can just play the core, which is
Yeah.
very cool card. It's basically an upgraded version of Terra Firma.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Uh.
actually, I recently had a duel with Mezaman. I think you know him.
Yeah. Follow my Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, so I recently had a duel with him.
Mm.
He used 10,000 attack Shining Flare Wingman at me.
Mm.
So what I did was that I used Honest News on core and then doubled its attack. So it
Mm.
also became 10,000. So that was a very cool moment. That
The,
felt like straight out of the anime.
the only thing that gets me mad about Flame Wingman is because I think there's like this Japanese exclusive art of Flame Wingman that we never got apparently, and it looks really cool, and we never got it.
Yeah,
And I'm mad. I was like, no, that looks great. What? Why? Like Konami hates Peak. It's like, yes, this art looks great. We won't drop it
I mean,
anywhere else.
I technically we also have art for evil, the evil hero arc. So
Yeah, the
in fact,
evil. Yeah.
in all of that, all of Jaden's original elemental heroes got an evil corrupted version,
Yeah.
but we still don't have Playman of that thing.
Aw, man, what? Aw, man, they
Yeah,
can make him like the Hulk. Aw, man. I mean, no
yeah,
one.
and we also don't have the anime version of Spartan's art.
I mean, the one thing we need is Spark Woman because in that one GX episode, he was like, I can't let Spark Woman fight about it. I need to see
Yeah,
Spark Woman. You guys don't understand. You can't just drop that
yeah,
and do nothing. I need to see Spark Woman. I don't care what her ability would be. I just need to see that card. I can't let Spark Woman find out about this. Wait a minute. You can't just drop that in the middle of an episode. Go back.
yeah.
And then, like,
So basically, that's the gist of it.
yeah.
As of right now, like I said, I had finished the Arc manga.
Mm,
After that,
5Ds.
what I did, yeah, yeah. After that, I finished the 5Ds manga, which was actually pretty cool.
The
I think
5Ds
it was
manga is different. Like, it's very different from the anime, apparently.
Yeah, it's actually very different because all of the A's, like they're still like Stardust, Ancient Fairy, but they are different from the original ones.
Oh,
They're basically different versions of the ones which we already had.
oh, okay.
Yeah, the one thing which is cool about the 5D thing is that the usage characterization is done a bit to be more like in the original 5D series it was more of a hero of justice,
Yeah, now
which
he's
was
oh, okay.
yeah in 5D's manga not big spoilers but basically he's kind of a jerk.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you said.
You know what happened? Yeah, this
Yeah.
one time someone requested him for a duel and user just says no, I only duel winners.
You say you literally do Jack all the time, and he does nothing but lose. What are you on?
Yeah, and after that, you have him lose to Jack and Aki two times.
Oh, he actually lost to
So
Jack this time? Okay. I might actually read the arc
Jack, yeah,
chronology. Because that was one of my biggest
yeah,
issues with the anime is that like Jack never beat Yusei. And like I think the rival should at least beat the main pro tag once. Like Zayn beat Judai once. Like Aster
I
beat
think in the
Judai
first,
once. Yeah.
yeah, I think in the
Yes.
first duel which they had, they could have made that. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I think
after,
after that, yeah, you can have Jack lose, but I think Jack should at least beat Yusei once, especially Jack. He's like one of my favorite rivals, and like it's mostly because of his personality in that one episode where he's trying to get a job.
that was hilarious.
That was hilarious. It was
So yeah, after that 5Ds, I okay, you're going to hate this. After 5Ds, I started this Excel manga,
yeah, and I know
but
you
I've
haven't
put it
finished
on
it.
hold. Yeah, but I've put it on hold to watch Reigns.
I mean, I like I like this
Yeah,
Excel
I'm just
manga. I don't
kidding.
like it as much as the anime, but I'm not super mad at that because like Vrains, Vrains is the series that had like the most potential and ended up flopping. That's why I'm
Yeah,
so hard on it. Cause like every time I watch it, it's like you could have been so much more. You could have been
yeah,
so much
basically.
more, and you're
So
this, and you're this.
yeah, so basically the first season of Brains was basically that the actual show is but whenever Revolver shows up, shit actually gets hype.
Yeah,
You
yeah. No,
know,
I know. I share the
so
same
that's
opinions.
basically the
Like
plot of.
Revolver and
So that's
Soulburn are
basically
the only
the
reason to watch Frames. I'm gonna be honest.
yeah.
Usaku's boring as heck to me.
So I'm waiting for what happens next. I'm going to watch the season 2 tomorrow, hopefully.
Oh, okay. And then you'll
Um,
finally watch Peak Fiction. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal.
I mean technically I am yet to watch Arc V, but maybe
I
we'll see.
mean, do you want to though?
Actually, not because Arc V happens timeline wise after Zexal.
Mm,
So obviously, they are not the same characters, but I would, if I'm actually attached to characters like I think it was Kaito,
yeah.
so then when he would appear again in Arc V, then it would be a bit more impactful, I guess. We would have okay, yeah, do that.
I'm being
Or
honest.
otherwise, if I
The arc
because
V
if I don't
versions of
watch it in
characters kind
or
of suck.
because if let's say I watch first Arc V Kaito, then Zexal Kaito, so it would not feel the same. It would feel a lot more different.
I see what you're saying.
That's I think I will watch Zexal first.
He's gonna watch Peak
Yeah,
Fiction
about
before
Gore.
he watches Mid. Okay, great.
But yeah, that's like, other than that, about the actual game, I have actually made a deck for every
Oh.
series. For Duel Monsters, I have the Blue Eyes deck. I also have a Dark Magician Girl deck, but we don't talk about that. Or people would start thinking that I'm a simp.
No, he is. He is. He is. He is. I mean,
Anyway,
for
so
DM, I want to build the Blackluster Soldier. I'm probably gonna build it after this podcast. I want to build
that's a
Blackluster
cool idea.
Soldier. I have Red
Yeah.
Eyes. Funny thing about Red Eyes, they all suck. I play Red Eyes because I think he looks cool, but he sucks. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it.
Technically, they're like Darkness Metal Dragon is pretty cool.
He's
You really
pretty cool.
want to.
Like Red Eyes cards look really cool. They would make you think he's an actual good archetype, but he's not. Like Red Eyes is
Red
like
Eyes.
he's like if you compare all the anime decks, he is like the middle of C tier, top of D tier deck. He's better than like most. He's better than what's the deck called? He's better than whatever Asuka's deck was. He's better than like Machine Droid.
Cyber
that he does with
Angels.
Cyrus.
I think Cyber Angels, yeah.
Yeah, Cyber Angels. He's better than that. He's better than whatever Cyrus had. He's always gonna be better than dinosaurs. Dinosaurs were never good. Dinosaurs were never good. I'm sorry,
I
Hasselblad.
mean, I mean, dinosaurs have gotten recent support, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, okay, you know why I hate dinosaurs? You know the GX season 2 finale? I hate that makes sense to me now. It's like, send this video to your person who's never watched Yu-Gi-Oh before. It makes sense. No. So, I'm gonna explain this because of how ridiculous it sounds. So,
Yeah,
Jaden's
yeah.
ace card Neos materializes to stop a falling satellite, and then and his best friend ends up having dinosaur DNA and turns into a T-Rex. No, I'm not joking. He turns into a T-Rex and they fly into space and to destroy this satellite. I am not joking. That is verbatim what happens. Verbatim what happens. It's like he just turns into a T-Rex and they go into space.
This has me in tears. I'm not even kidding. I'm just laughing a lot.
No, I'm
That was
like,
funniest shit
it's like, what the fuck?
funniest shit I've ever seen.
It's like, what? It's like, I swear they were high on something. They were like, okay, so what if for the season finale of our show, alright, what are we gonna do? So after Judai beats Sartorius in a duel, and then how about we have Hasselberry, alright, turn into a giant T-Rex and fly into space with Niels? What the fuck? That's the writing team. What the fuck are you writing?
I mean, when you consider the fact that Hasselberry came in the beginning of season 2, so basically they had made Hasselberry for this reason alone.
I mean, it's the funniest. Okay, then stop crying. Oh, okay. Sorry, my baby sister came into the room. But
But that's fine. That's fine.
and then like yeah, the GX will have like one thing I'll say about GX. It's not my favorite season. It's like my third favorite. Like one thing I'll say about GX, I will always watch GX dubbed, except for season 4 because I can't watch season 4 dubbed. I will always watch GX dubbed for the pure reason of the dub is just like it's one of a kind. Like I don't think there's any kind of dub like it.
Yeah,
Like not
that
to, like
GX
just-
dub is the funniest thing I've seen.
It's
Yeah.
the funniest, most shit I've ever seen. Like my favorite moments in the dub is when that one guy he was like, "Take some of these, bada big. I'll shuffle these cards real good." Like I think they all.
That
like,
was that like the icing on the top. There are loads of moments.
like
Not that one moment to where
not to mention like the GX characters when they talk to each other. I don't think that's the original audio, but everybody's so sassy to each other. Like Chaz is hilarious, bro. Like Chaz just be roasting Cyrus for no reason.
yeah, yeah. Like there was this one line about uh, just saying when you strike adolescence. That was a rumor to Cyrus.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. Yeah, it was like I heard the rumor. Can Jaden not see his card? No. When you hurt puberty, that was a rumor. I was like, damn. What do we do? What? Go get a
That
cup.
was hilarious.
Go get a cup. Like it's like why did Chaz roast Cyrus so hard? Like just like, what did Cyrus do? But like back to Red Eyes. Like Red Eyes is like he's not gonna touch the top. He's not touching heroes. He's barely touching stuff. He's barely touching like Red Dragon Archfiend. Like he's
I
definitely
mean,
not touching
Nate,
PDD.
I mean, when you see that Red Dragon Archfiend actually is like, we have good ace monsters. It's hard to bring them out, but when you do that,
But that's
you have
most
actually
synchro ace
good
monsters.
monsters.
Yeah, that's most synchro ace
Yeah.
monsters though. They take a while to bring out. Not to mention, I think the
Yeah.
reason why a lot of people play Red Dragon Archfiend, let's be honest, Red Dragon Archfiend just looks fucking cool. Let's be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
A part of me
I
kind of
agree.
wishes that was Yusei's ace because Red Dragon Archfiend just looks fucking raw. Like, damn.
Can't agree more. Yeah,
So it's like, let's make the hardest ace monster in existence and give it to the rival.
I mean, basically that's what they did with Blue Eyes, and I guess every single
Yeah. And
this Boral sword. What was its name? Boralord.
yeah,
Boralord Dragon count.
I guess.
I guess it's the good thing about it is that you can just stick it onto any deck, so it's not like
Yeah.
you can make a whole archetype for it, but it's
Yeah.
more of like you can stick it onto any deck. So it's
Yeah.
basically what Fireball Dragon should have been.
Yeah. And then like Galaxy Eyes and Utopia and Shark Drake, they're all fine. Shark Drake kind of got dropped at the end, which kind of makes me sad. He got dropped. because the something happens to the best friend, the Joey character of this season, where he drops shark
What
teeth.
about Leviathan? What about Leviathan Dragon?
Ah, no, Leviathan Dragon, no Curse of Dragon from Duelist Kingdom. He's like that.
Hmm.
He's like that, where it's like he
Oh,
was used a lot in the beginning, and then they just dropped him for no reason. Leviathan
oh,
Dragon went so hard, you don't understand. He was so cool. He had two wings. His overlay ability. He's in my deck in Duel Links. His overlay ability allowed him to get 3,000 attack points. He was so cool. Cry.
yeah.
I'm
So
a
basically, for
I'm gonna build a
yeah,
Leviathan
go on.
Dragon deck just to be different.
Like, go. I would love to roll you someday.
I'm
So
gonna build.
basically, the
Yeah, finish.
actually I need to make a deck for Zexel. As of right now, I have deck for several series. For dual monsters, I have the Blue Eyes and the Dark Magician Girl deck. For I think what was it? Yeah, for
GX.
5Ds, I have the yeah. For GX, I obviously have heroes, and I occasionally run Cyber Dragons.
Do you
For
have like the heroes in one deck, or like all your favorite heroes in one deck, or do you play like you have one deck for elemental heroes, one deck for Neospatial, one
yeah,
deck for
I've like by that regard, I probably have 100 decks. But yeah, I have like one deck for masked heroes, one deck for elemental heroes, one deck for evil heroes, which actually kind of sucks, but I like to just have one.
No, I understand.
One deck, yeah, one deck for overall all the heroes combined. So I think the best deck. I don't have a Destiny Hero deck, which I refuse to have because I refuse to go into Destiny Heroes.
Why?
Other than
I
because
love Destiny Heroes.
I'm not saying they're bad. Like pretty cool. Like draw hand and direct attack have saved me several times.
Like, is it the thing
But
where
they,
like you just don't like the way they play?
I think it's less about that, but it's more like I'm a bit salty about how less support Elemental Heroes got. Yeah, I guess it's more so like that. I'm a bit salty towards that.
I mean,
I
that's
still
kind of me
played
with
Destroy.
Cyber Darts. That's kind of me with Cyber Darts. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
yeah. So what's yeah.
I'll
The
f-
most recent one, which is Destroy Phoenix and Fortress, is pretty cool. So I still have to play at least 3 copies of them.
mm,
But other than that, the Destiny Heroes aren't exactly my jam, which is a bit, which kind of sucks because they are cool. Uh, After that, for 5Ds, I have only one deck, the Red Dragon Archfiend,
all right,
which
respectable.
I have actually, which actually works because we have got new support for it recently.
Oh yeah, apparently they're getting a structure deck.
Yeah, so they have new support. One is called the Sword Resonator and the Bone Archfiend, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah, I saw that. I
And
saw
we
that.
have and we have a new ace monster, which when it goes to the graveyard, it brings out the original Red Dragon Archfiend directly.
Oh,
So don't
so kind of like the blue stone of like the white stone of legend. I think that's what's the blue eyes version of it, where when it
no
goes to the graveyard, it summons the.
something like that, but it summons it immediately. So it's more like Mahad.
Oh, okay,
So like
okay.
if it gets this, so if it gets destroyed, it would summon a Black Magician.
Oh, okay,
It's similar to that. It if it gets destroyed, if it gets sent to the graveyard rather, so you can just use it for synchro, and automatically you will get Dragon Archfiend out of nowhere.
Yeah. No, actually, that's something that they needed. Because synchro cards have this thing where, like, synchro is a fine, like, summoning mechanic. It's just a summoning mechanic that takes a while to use. Like, fusion, like, most fusion cards nowadays will have something that's besides polymerization that you can fuse, like, almost instantly. Exe summoning, 2 monsters of the same level, bada bing. Link summoning, the thing that you do for links. Pendulum summoning, set the scales. Synchro summoning, okay, I got my tuner. Okay, now I got my 2 non-tuner monsters. Okay, that's like 8. I'm missing 1. Alright, I got my level 1 monster. Alright, time to special summon Stardust Dragon.
Yeah, that's a bit annoying. But yeah, but it will do. It's a bit the new support makes it a bit easier, but obviously
Yeah,
before that it was a very hard deck to work.
yeah,
Now it's pretty fun.
yeah.
For Zexel, I don't have a deck. I don't know what
I
how
mean,
it is.
again,
Maybe Galaxy Eyes,
yeah, I was gonna
maybe
say, yeah,
Topia.
I think you would like Galaxy Eyes because it's a lot like Red Dragon Archfiend, where it focuses down on like beatdown strategies. Since you play like Blue Eyes, Red Dragon,
Yeah.
you play Armed Dragon, like Chaz's archetype.
I don't exactly play Dragon, but I have one in my deck because there's a new card called Armed Neos. So
Oh,
basically, it So yeah, so you would need at least one armed dragon to make it
Okay.
work, and it's pretty cool card because it lets you summon any card from your extra deck. So you
I
can just summon contrast hero chaos if you really wanted to.
I
It's
mean
an easy
for
way to do it.
for me, one deck I want to build. This deck would not win a single duel. It would just be for like cool points. I want to build a deck that's like has all the ace monsters in it. It wouldn't work. It would have to be half Stardust in main deck, half Dark Magician in main deck. Then I would have to have a bunch of level 4s, and then Odd Eyes is pretty easy to summon out. To be honest, it's not that hard.
Technically, if you think that heroes and Utopia can kind of
Yeah,
work
they can
well
kind of
because
mesh together.
most heroes, because heroes mostly have level
Level
4s like
4s,
Stratos
yeah.
and
So I could easily
Lion and
run,
stuff like that.
I could easily run some
So
Neos
you,
Patience since they're mostly level 4s, and then and then mix it
yeah,
with
so you
Neos.
can just fuse most of them to work with them.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean, Dark Magician is going to be tough, but I guess you can always run a
Yeah.
Dragon if you really
Yeah,
wanted
that's what
to.
I'm saying. Dark Magician is like, it's gonna be hard, but it's easy at the same time because Dark Magician has like, I think it's like Magician's Cloak. If it attacks and if an attack attacks it and it survives, summon Dark Magician. That's already Dark Magician out. Then for Stardust is gonna be the hardest one to work with because again it's the exact
Actually,
number.
uh, actually, you there is a one way. We have three new spell cards.
Hmm.
So let's say somebody is clearing your back row using Harpy's Feather Duster
Hmm.
or Twin Twisters. You
Yeah.
can just negate that by using that spell card and someone start the dragon directly to your
Oh,
field
okay.
without that.
I mean, if anything, I could
So yeah,
use. If anything, I can use one of those
there's
cards
also
that's like send one monster from your extra deck to the graveyard, then use a monster reborn, and then bring him to the field.
yeah, that's also possible, but there are two good spell cards. So if you really want to use Stardust Dragon,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
pretty good option right there.
who knows? Like,
I'll
guys,
recommend.
if you guys like these Yu-Gi-Oh
Yeah,
discussions,
I'll
who
tell you
knows?
about it.
Me and Sam will do a dueling stream one day where we just go on Nexus and then we
That's
build a bunch of decks.
yeah, we want to do that. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to do that.
we'll do a bunch of anime
So
themed
after that,
decks. Yeah,
the biggest issue which you would feel in the deck
yeah,
is that you would have to fit in a Firewall Dragon somehow.
yeah,
It's going to be tough because its actual effects are all about link monsters, about cyber monsters.
yeah. I
So
mean,
that, but I guess
I wouldn't play this deck to win. I would more play this deck to have like cool,
yeah, cool.
cool moments. To
Yeah, I
I
guess
would take screenshots of it. I'll be like, yeah. I'll be like, yeah. Now I have
I
all
mean,
the ace monsters on my field. You're toast.
I mean, if you really wanted to, I mean, if this deck works, there is a way to like get all the ace monsters into the main monster zone, and then you can have the Firewall Dragon or something in the extra link zone.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
I mean, you can already put Synchros and XZ's monsters in the normal monster zone, so that shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it would.
So yeah.
But yeah, I guess we should end the podcast now. So thanks for tuning in to the Masters Aid
Yeah, cool.
podcast. More like the Obelisk Blue Dorm podcast because we were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh for like half of
Slack
it.
for slacker. Slack for slacker.
You
The
the
slack
slack for slacker. I always preferred Obelisk Blue. Those outfits are clean. You see Zane's jacket? I would wear that in real life. Both the black one and the white.
I mean, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. He ripped the blue one in the favor of the black one.
I mean, it's I'm either one of two people. I'm either Zane Truesdale in season 3, very edgy, or I'm Jim Crocodile Cook. Don't ask why. Look, Jim Crocodile Cook just looks cool. He has a cowboy hat, has a crocodile on his back. His name literally
This
has
is not-
Cook.
This is no time to be speaking Australian, Jim.
And then like, son of a wallaby, I just think you're making these up now.
Yeah, Jim was hilarious. I wish he came back in season 4.
Yeah, I wish he did too, because Jim, I'm gonna be honest, Jim was carrying the show for me for a while. He was like yeah, Jim was about to,
Alright, then.
about to cook. Alright, well yeah, that's the end of the Masters Day podcast. More like the Dual Academia podcast. That's what we're gonna call it now.
Yeah,
I'll commission all of us in
Good
like,
idea.
Obelisk blue and raw yellow outfits. I'm not actually going to do that. That is expensive. But yeah, thanks for tuning into the stream. We can hope we can do this next week. Everybody left. All right, Sam. We'll probably duel later today, if anything. So, yeah.
Awesome. I'm down for it.
All right,
Anytime you
cool.
want. Oh,
See you later. You can leave the
see you
chat. I'm
later.
just gonna end this stream.
All right.
All right.
Okay, guys. Bye. It was
All right.
nice
Peace.
talking
Also,
to
check
you
out
all.
Sam's stuff. I forgot to plug. Check out Sam's stuff on Twitter
Yeah.
and YouTube. All right. Peace.
I have to make a new video. Speaking of it.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe Sam's first video will be us dueling.
That's actually something which I look forward to. That.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah.
Okay, guys. See you all later.